NBC 10 was first on the scene. Let's get right to Deanna Durante with a news conference there. Deanna.
Yes, officials here are just about to give us a briefing on the very latest here. This train derailment happened just before 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we're going to listen to Public Safety Director William McVey give us the very latest on this right now.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Before I get into the details, I'm here with the Honorable Mayor Joe DiGirolamo for Bensalem Township, our Bensalem Career Fire Chief, members of the Bensalem Police Department, CSX Special Agent Banky, and Bucks County Hazmat. We're here today to give you a briefing on a train derailment that we were notified of on the CSX tracks at approximately 2:15 today. We were advised that the train was traveling eastbound, at which point approximately 16 train cars derailed from the rail. There were 72 total cars. The concern at the time was that 3 were designated as hazmat material. We were able to dispatch our Bucks County hazmat team. 2 were carrying hazmat materials, but thankfully they were not leaking. At this time, it is deemed safe. There's no threat to public safety. The initial threat was that there could have been a leak of the hazardous material train cars. In an abundance of caution, we evacuated the immediate area, residents on Grove Ave, businesses of Al's Auto, and some of the homes on Old Lincoln Highway. And we had others shelter in place until we could make that determination. At this point, Bristol Road will remain closed from Old Lincoln to Brownsville for an extended period of time as we transition from our local investigation over to CSX Police and their hazmat team, who's going to now be responsible to clean the 16 trains that are derailed currently and are blocking trains from passing the area. Our goal is to get this moving as quick as we can so we can not only have the freight trains back up and moving, but also open the rails up for the SEPTA regional line. Again, no threat to public safety at this time. Everyone did a great job responding quickly and immediately to mitigate any problems to the public, but we're very thankful that nothing is leaking, and there was no passengers on the freight train whatsoever. It was just freight material, so at this time it is safe. Any questions?
What was the derailment? They sort of break those trains, especially those train cars, especially the ones that have the train. Was there anything from there that they already been brought back up?
Has been turned over at this point. CSX hazmat team will be responsible for that, moving the heavy equipment. When they offload everything there, they don't believe there'll be any further danger or public safety risk, but they'll coordinate their efforts with us. They believe that they'll be able to do this without incident.
So will people go back to their homes while this is happening, or will they have to stay out?
At this time, the evacuation order has been lifted. We're announcing that now. We'll be posting on our social medias. Everyone can return to their homes or their business in that affected area.
What caused the derailment?
I don't have that information yet. I would assume that CSX will provide that at a later time once their investigation is complete.
Do you know what the hazmat material was?
I don't have the specifics. There was an alcohol substance in one, and I believe an acid in another, but I don't have the specific materials. Did you have a question, Joe? No. Oh, okay. Anything else?
Other than Bristol Road, everything else is open now. Lincoln High, all those areas, or is just what's the closed down area?
It's only literally closed Bristol at Old Lincoln, and then it's closed at Brownsville and Bristol. All other traffic is flowing. We're hoping we can open that up sometime shortly. And I would also like to thank our volunteer fire departments who immediately responded, all the assisting law enforcement agencies that came to help with traffic, and to ensure that there was no risk to the public in Bensalem.
Will we have another briefing from you this evening, or is everything going to
At this time, this is all we'll be putting out. I do have a number that you can call. CSX has been very responsive, and I'm directing everything to the CSX Media Relations at 1-855-955-6397, or Bucks County Department of Emergency Management is also aware and communicating out to the public as well. So they're the 2 entities, or the Bensalem Department of Public Safety, that will put info out. But we believe this issue will be is mitigated as far as it needs to be right now, and hopefully the routes will be open sometime in the near future.
Who's leading the investigation to why it happened?
CSX. Yes.
No exact timeline on when this route may reopen.
I don't have that right now. They deal with this quite often, so I'm sure they have a lot of professional response to this. I would think it won't be an extended project.
Now, what about the septic drains?
There is a representative from CXX here right now, but he will not be speaking today. You'll have to defer to that media relations line for any public comment from the company.
What about the septic drains coming from Philly to Trenton or to Langhorne?
Currently not running. We're trying to get them up and running as soon as possible.
Are there tracks?
They're on scene as well, SEPTA police. Anything else? All right, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
You were just listening into a news conference from Bensalem, Bucks County. Those 16 rail cars that derailed, we know that 2 of those were carrying hazmat materials. But the good news here is that those cars were not leaking at all any fuel, so there are no safety issues now. Bristol Road, we can tell you, remains closed for an extended period of time. The goal is to get everything back up and running, but of course that will take a period of time, and they're trying to eliminate that impact on SEPTA.
Yeah, and one of the other headlines here is that the evacuation order has been lifted. We know that parts of Bristol Road will remain closed. Of course, our Deanna Durante is on the scene and will give us more in a live report coming up a little bit later. Be sure to stay with NBC 10 on air and online for the latest